What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bridging the Geekdoms. I'm your host, Robert Slavinsky. I'm doing this a little bit differently. I'm using OBS because there's something going on with StreamYard right now, and I've been wanting to test out OBS for quite some time and see all the intricacies. I know that there's so much more you can do with OBS as opposed to something like StreamYard, which is very simplistic and straightforward, but I wanted to give a shot to OBS and see how that works. So here I am doing that right now. So what's going on, everybody? I want to talk about Halo Infinite and the last two flights that came out these past 2 weekends. I loved them. I thought that they were fantastic. The game is really just it's been number one on my radar for this year, and actually for a couple years. This is all I've been really waiting for. But I want to talk about the flights because there's some things that transpired over the last couple weeks with these flights, and a lot of ridiculous shenanigans, funny things. Again, these are test portions of the game. It's not finished product, and I think a lot of people don't really realize that yet, which is a little unfortunate because I think that people need to they need to back off. There's a lot of people that are loving it and have loved it, but there's still a lot of negativity coming out around this. But let's jump over to here, and let's just click that there. There we go. And so this was me playing the other day, Big Team Battle. I had a blast doing it. I really had a lot of fun, and yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. And you can see there's a few different game types that we got to play. Capture the flag, this like conquest type of thing. I can't remember what the name of it is. But then they also have you also had Slayer. This game type here, this like conquest thing, I loved. This is the game type between this and Slayer. I've never been a big fan of Capture the Flag. But between Slayer and this game type here, it was just non-stop fun. And I don't know if this might be the time that I just went crazy on the Ghost, which I love the Ghost in this game. The Ghost is phenomenal. Everything's going to get tweaked, I know for sure. Everything's going to get tweaked, but it was just so much fun, and it was refreshing to get back into Halo and play and enjoy myself. And that was kind of the big thing I was looking for when it came to Halo, is once again getting to enjoy myself in playing. Because let me tell you, the last Halo game that I truly had any fun with was Halo 3 when it came to the multiplayer aspect of things. Halo 4, Halo 5 just didn't really live up to that for me. And, it was a little unfortunate. It really was, because I was really hoping that there would be a lot more coming from Halo over the last 10, 15 years, and it's just nothing's really doing anything for me, really. I mean, it's that simple. But let's see here. I want to jump around a little bit and talk about things. I don't know if anybody's watching. It'd be nice if somebody was, but if not, that's okay. But some of the things that I liked. Okay, so first off, I love, like I said, the game type, this like conquest game type, I absolutely loved. More than you could possibly imagine. It was phenomenal. I also really, really, really liked a lot of the pace of this game. The pace. It is a very... honestly, surprisingly, it is a fast-paced game, but doesn't feel fast-paced like something that's like Fortnite or Apex, which I think are just way too fast for my taste these days. I mean, I'm 35 years old, been playing video games for the better part of 20-plus years, and gaming, especially the multiplayer side, has just gotten way too fast for me. Let's see, what else have I really enjoyed? So the pace I loved. The weaponry, I think a lot of the weaponry needs some tweaking. Again, I think that this is going to be done. It will be tweaked. It's just going to take some time for it to get tweaked until they find the right balance with everything. Because, something like the assault rifle, which is your primary weapon that you start out with here, it's a good weapon. I'm not going to sit there and say it's not a worthwhile weapon, but it's also got some issues. It really does. It's not powerful enough for any what's the word I'm looking for? Any real what can I say? Any real like I don't know. I really don't know how to say. It just it seemed like at times it seemed too powerful. At times it just didn't seem powerful enough. When you're going up against somebody who has a battle rifle, which it seems like they hit you 3 times, 3 clean headshots, you're done. Which I really didn't like that a lot. I think that there's a lot to say with Halo and the balance of weapons. I feel, especially back in Halo 1, 2, and 3, while there was a lot of imbalance, there was always something to counteract every weapon. Now, we haven't seen every single weapon. These 2 flights did not give us our hands on with every single weapon that's in the game. And there's even some that, like this equipment here, where you shoot the little thing against the wall and it kind of like a radar radar extender, I guess. I'm really not sure what it was. I felt that there was no point for that at all, and I'm hoping that that's something that will be maybe further explained in the campaign, and it's something that's utilized in the campaign, but it really seems pointless for multiplayer, and it's something I don't think that they need to add into the multiplayer. There's just, I don't know, there were some things in it that I felt could have been done better. For sure, absolutely. And, but again, I understand these are just test they're just tests. That's what I'm trying to say here. So the pacing I really liked. Some of the weapons I enjoyed, but I feel like they need tweaked a little more to better fit the mold of Halo and just to get the balance right. Even the what's it called, the Bulldog, which is kind of like the shotgun, I feel just isn't powerful enough. The shotgun of Halo old, I mean, it was you shoot once and you melee somebody, they're dead, and it's pretty much the same thing with the Bulldog here, but it doesn't feel the same. And then it takes, I think, 3 shots if you just use it to kill somebody with it. I don't know, that felt or seems a little imbalanced to me. I don't know. Let me know what you think, guys, down below. If you got a chance to play Halo, if you got a chance to play Halo Infinite, let me know your thoughts below, because I really want to hear them. This is something that I haven't really done before. I really have never, done a lot of discussing of video games on here, and I'm trying to do that a little bit more because I know people like discussing video games and love playing video games and everything. Now, I did have, like I said, this video here that's playing is on the channel. This was just me on Twitch playing on my Xbox Series S. I was playing for about 2 hours the other day, and it's just me playing. I talk sometimes, I sometimes don't talk. It was more along the lines of just wanting to get this out there so people, if they want to check it out, they can check it out and see. But that's basically what this is if you want to watch it. More power to you. If not, I completely understand. But honestly, overall, I'd have to say this was enjoyable to the point where I'm looking forward to what Halo Infinite will bring to the multiplayer arena. My biggest concern is that it's going to turn in, and they're going to adjust everything to be more fast-paced, to be more like modern-day FPS multiplayer games, which I'm sorry, I can't stand. I do not like playing them. They're just not fun for me. They really aren't. Now, some of the things I don't like, and it's hard to really say what you don't like about a game that is still in testing. I mean, I know we're only about 2.5 months out from this being released, so these are still early. These are not early builds, but these are builds that we're not like. These are builds that were months ago that we're playing now. The builds that they're up to now are probably way further than this, and I understand that, but. So it's kind of hard to explain, like, look, I don't like this, because how can you say you don't like it when the game isn't finished? I already explained the imbalance of the weapons, which I figure that's a big reason for these flights, is to really find balance with weapons. The maps, this map here was phenomenal. It feels a lot like Valhalla, just bigger and more fun. I really, really like this map, and I'm glad that they put this one in the flight. I kind of wish they would have given us one other one for Big Team Battle, because playing this one for 2 hours almost was kind of, it got boring after a while. But I'm hoping the maps like this, or more of the maps are like this, where they're very in-depth, give you a lot of room for running and covering, as well as room for vehicles, because that's a big thing. Let's see what else. I'm kind of all over the place here. I should have written down notes, but I didn't. This is kind of just a at the whim kind of thing that I'm doing this here. Let's see. There's been some funny things, obviously, with things not loading correctly. I did notice a lot of glitching while I was playing, and if you do watch that video that I'm playing here in its entirety, you will see moments where I just stop running. I'll glitch to another part of the map and then back. There's a couple parts in here that are kind of funny, where from your base, just like on Valhalla, you kind of jump on that thing and it shoots you into the middle of the map. And I did it a couple times when there was a dropship coming to drop a vehicle. Now, the first time I did it, I landed on top of the dropship and it killed me. But at first, it kind of like glitched out, because the game was like, what the hell's going on? He's not supposed to be here. What the hell? So it kind of glitched out, and then I fell and I died. Then a couple other times, or one other time, I hit it and it kind of bounced me off and I landed. Didn't die, thankfully. But again, there's just things like that they're going to have to fix and get into, and hopefully properly address before the game comes out in December, if they haven't already addressed it, which I truly believe they have at this point, because again, we're 2.5 months away from this game being released, not even 2.5 months, and if there's this many glitches, you have to hope that they are way further in development than what we played. You have to hope, and that's kind of worrisome, because it was already delayed once, this game, and there's been some issues. I don't know. I really don't know. Again, guys, make sure you throw down in the comments below your thoughts on Halo Infinite and what your thoughts are on these two flights if you got a chance to play them. So I talked about Big Team Battle. I did get to play the first flight, and I also played some of the arena game types over this weekend as well, because I didn't want to just stick to Big Team Battle the whole time. I really, really, really enjoyed the arena. I'm a huge fan of Slayer. And I'll tell you, the one map that I really enjoyed Capture the Flag on was Behemoth. And that was a map that they added at the end of the first flight weekend. And that it was just kind of a one-day thing. And then they had it during this weekend as well. Capture the Flag on that map is so much fun. It's hard to explain why. I really don't know why. But I think because it's like the perfect size for that for Capture the Flag when it's 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 or 6. Like, I think they could go up to like 6-versus-6 on something like that and have Capture the Flag. I think that is a perfect map, and I've never, like I said, I've never liked Capture the Flag. I'm not a big fan, especially in the Big Team Battle. I just feel the maps are too large. It's not as much fun to me, and I'm not saying it's difficult, but it can be sometimes just more annoying than fun. So that's kind of my whole thing on that. But again, let me know if you got a chance to play either Arena or Big Team Battle, what you thought of each one when it came to Slayer, Capture the Flag, and that Conquest type of game type, which I cannot wait to play more of. That is such a fun game type, and I wish the flights were longer because I want to play so much more of it. The Grav Hammer, let me tell you see it right here. Fantastic weapon. I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of mad that we didn't get a chance to use the energy sword in this flight, but the Grav Hammer is so much fun to use. A little pointless on a map as big as this for Big Team Battle, but again, it's fun to use. On the smaller maps, absolutely, because you can kind of slowly sneak up on people and surprise them. You can get 2 kills, 3 kills sometimes if they're bundled up a little bit. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Let's see. Some of the customization aspects. I know a lot of people are really looking into the customization aspects of the game. I honestly got to say, I'm not that impressed with it. I feel that let me see if I can find some of the customization stuff here, because I did do some while I was playing. Let's see here. But I feel like I don't know. It just seems a little lack, I guess, and not easy to really, I can't find it, but it's not really simple to figure out what the hell you're doing when it comes to the customization. I wish it was a little easier, but it really doesn't give you much. So if you haven't checked it out, just be aware that the customization, at least at this stage, isn't where I think it needs to be. I wish that it was a little more simple to go through and do. I don't know why. I really don't understand why they feel they have to make things so difficult. Like, I don't know why they can't just give you a character, and on the side it's armor, and then it gives you all the armor types, and then all the color types and everything like that. Games sometimes, I think, go a little and try a little too hard to make things different and special and bigger and better, or whatever it is. I don't know. I just feel like they kind of, in trying too hard, they make it more, I don't know. In trying to add a deeper aspect, they make it more difficult than it needs to be, if that makes sense. I don't know. It does to me, at least. The training aspect of the game, which I kind of did at the beginning of the video, there's 2 different types of training. There's one where you can kind of train in the arena, and it's you and a couple bots against a bunch of bots. That's fun. If you're trying to learn weapons, that's something that I found was a lot of fun to do, is to go into that training, and you can choose your settings, and you can pick all the different types of weapons that you want to try. So if you want to try the Grav Hammer, or if you want to try the Spike, which is a crazy, like, almost like a sniper, crazy type of sniper rifle, you can utilize those and test them out and see how they work and how they shoot, so you can test your ability with them or improve your abilities with the weapons, because I found that some of these weapons I'm just no good at. So I went to the training and I kind of tested some of them out and saw what I could do with them and whether I want to continue using them or not. So that was kind of that's really a cool aspect that they put into this game, and I hope people enjoy it and they take advantage of it, because when it comes to players who are not like die-hard first-person multiplayer players, sometimes it's just fun to get in there, test things out a little bit, see what you like, and then just jump in a game and have some fun. So I hope it's utilized well like that. But overall, I know I said overall a little bit ago, game seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if they're going to have another flight or not. It's hard to imagine that they would. Maybe mid-November they might sneak one in and say, hey, we're going to have another flight, one more for one weekend. that's a possibility, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm not saying they will. I'm not saying they won't, but that seems like the most logical time frame that they would do it, to kind of give us another taste of the game before it comes out. But before you know it, it will be December 6th, and the game will be sitting on our Xboxes ready to be played. So that's exciting. That is exciting. I know I'm more excited for the campaign more than anything. The multiplayer aspect I was excited for. I wanted to see if they improved over the last 2 games that they released. Like I said, 4 and 5 just were not great multiplayer games in my opinion. I felt that they should have done a lot more, and they really just didn't. It just should have been better, and it just wasn't. But it's what it is. It is what it is. We're now to Halo Infinite, can put 4 and 5 out of our minds and move forward with Halo Infinite. So again, guys, throw in the comments below what you think. Did you enjoy Halo Infinite? The flights, at least. Are you excited about the game that's coming out? I hope you get a chance to play it, or if they have another flight, I hope you get a chance to play it. Otherwise, make sure you check out this channel. I'm going to be talking about it over the course of the next few weeks leading up to the release of Halo Infinite. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. And with all that said, talk to all you later.